Welcome to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it's Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio, and if you're listening on the radio at WEMJ in Laconia, New Hampshire, it's on Saturday. Hi, I'm Bob Bordenero, Robin's husband and producer of Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. Robin and I welcome our listeners from all over the world to call the show today. It's your calls and questions that make our live call-in show so intriguing to you, your healing, and to the audience. So to talk to Robin today, pick up the phone right now. Give us a call, toll free anywhere, 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Robin and I want to thank you for joining us today and for telling your family and friends about Mystic Radio. As many of you know, Mystic Radio is an experience, not an explanation.
Hi everybody, we are here live from the mystical Mount Shasta, California, and I am Robin Alexis. Thank you so much for coming to the show. Can't wait to hear what your calls are and how I can be of service to you. One of the things I've been thinking about this morning is the why things happen. Have you ever wondered why things are happening in your life the way that they are? Do you ever get like really depressed and go, oh man, why is this going on? Why don't you call me? I'm a psychic, mystic, clairvoyant, past life reader, and past life readings are really important because sometimes they can show you that you're running an old pattern from a past life, and that is the why you're in trouble. So if you want to get your act together and become more comfortable with your own knowing and your own free will, you might want to pick up the phone and call me here on Mystic Radio, because my job here is to enhance your ability to know, trust, and act upon your own knowing. So pick up the phone. I can't wait to be of service to you.
So if you want a past life reading that Robin just talked about, give us a call, and I'm going to give you the toll-free number right now. Here it comes, 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. And I just want to mention that the intention of Mystic Radio has always been to enhance your ability to trust, know, and act upon your own knowing. Not what we tell you, but what resonates with you at the information we give you.
Follow you, not us.
So give us a call, 888-298-5569 to talk to Robin. And when you call in, or if you're on hold, guys, you have one question to ask Robin, so make it a good one. And she can be of service to you in many ways. She can teach you how to manage your own energy and help you get clarity about the choices you have to make in life. She can tell you about your past lives, and she's a medium, and she can talk to babies, people, or pets who've transitioned to the other side, and she can rebalance your energy. So once again, pick up the phone, give us a call, be one of the callers that gets to talk to Robin today. How lucky you will be. The toll-free number is 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Well, we have a great show for you coming up with our courageous callers. Now, callers on hold, please take your phone off speaker and turn off your radio or computer or phone before you get on the call with Robin. And when I say phone, I meant to turn off the audio on your phone if you are listening on the phone.
You know, we have people who call in from all over the world who then get back to us and let us know that the readings sometimes that they get on this show literally changes their lives. It helps them become introduced to a person who then is able to get them involved with something that could be something huge, like a television series. And then that television series gets broadcast out on, say, TNT, and lots of people have lots of experiences. And that's just one little moment, one little snapshot moment that happened on Mystic Radio that it seeds something that grows and awakens the consciousness of everybody. So think about that. Why don't you call in? If you're in a rut or whatever, give me a call. And you only have Wednesdays from noon to 1 p.m. Pacific time. It's appointment radio. So you might want to put it in your cell phone on repeat so it goes ding, ding, ding. And then you'll know to listen to the show. And you can also put the phone number in, 888-298-5569, and then you'll never forget to listen to a call into Mystic Radio again. How
and
about
I am
that?
going to explain that cryptic tease Robin gave you. Very quickly, a woman called into the radio show. We connected with her and somebody else. It turned into a television series that is going to be airing in January on TNT, and you'll be hearing more about that from us as we get closer to that. But that's a random call came in, and we connected people up, and now it's a TV series. So you'd be very, very, very lucky to get in and talk to the mystic Robin Alexis. Now, I'm going to play the gong, clear the energy for the show, and then we'll get to our callers.
Looking forward to it. A lot of angels here today. We have some other beings who are coming through. Master El Moria. Master El Moria is the Kohan of the first cosmic ray, the ray of wisdom, meaning that when the first law of alchemy is, thy will be done through me now, where it's not about our little human will, but rather we align our will with a higher will that invokes in the highest and holiest energy. So that's just a little, again, snapshot of the guides that are here today.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go to Diane from Gig Harbor, Washington. Diane, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You are on with Robin Alexis.
Hi. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. You're on the air live with Robin Alexis.
Alexis, this past year I experienced 2 major moves in 1 year. One move was away and another move was back. I've been experiencing anxiety. I've had panic attacks. I am working with a naturopathic doctor and a longtime therapist. And no, I don't know what's going on, and it was suggested to me by a dear friend to contact you.
Well, I can hear it in your voice, and I'm really sorry that you've been suffering like this, number one. But number two, I'd like you to observe that energy of anxiety and ask it, is it your energy, someone else's, or a combination of energy? And please tell me what you hear. And if you don't hear anything, just say you're not hearing anything.
Well, I'm not really hearing anything. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's what I thought you were going to say. Because when we're really deep into it, it's very difficult to discern. My feeling is that you are hosting some energy that isn't your own. And the reason why that happened to you is because your energy was frayed. It wasn't being managed in a way that it couldn't be infiltrated. And so the first thing that I offer to you is a cleansing and a purification, a dissolving of these energies that are in your field, and any that are out of alignment with your high self in this time and space, be released, wiped off clean, sent back to source, null and void of all information, instructing those beings of universal law, and calling upon higher consciousness to send forgiveness. Now, when you moved, were you in airports at all?
No, it was about 300 miles away, and there was driving, lots and lots of stressful driving.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to the airport thing. Did you drive by airports where in this journey of the 300 miles? You're aware of that or not? Like, for example, did you drive through Seattle or Portland or anything like that?
Well, yeah, we not through it, but we drove. We had to drive very close.
Okay,
and then
there
we
it is.
were over by Spokane.
I've got it. The first thing that I'm finding in your field is the individual who stole the plane from up in Seattle. I don't remember his name. And that wasn't all that long ago, but that's the first spirit that I'm seeing in your field. And so I ask for Mother, Father, God, Goddess, Creator, Creatress of creation itself, to lift the spirit of this man out of your field and send him back to his walk home to God. Get him back out of, that's it. So as that energy is moving out of you, the next thing I'm seeing is EMF sensitivity. So maybe you could speak to your naturopathic doctor about that, but I feel like also as you've been traveling, you picked up energy that distorted your personal energy system, and then you became vulnerable to other things being attached to it. And as I'm saying that, I'm starting to watch your energy clear. The energy is very, very white, not as in a white light, benevolent light, but as in an extremely burnt out, fried frequency. So I'm going to go to your central nervous system here for a moment. Actually, I'm going to go to your vagus nerve and your vagus nerve system.
Do you have a smart meter on your house?
No. No, we live rurally, and the meter for the power is actually on a barn, and it's some distance away.
But do you have a smart meter? Do you know if they installed a smart meter?
Down there? No, I do not.
You might want to check that out too, because you are showing up as being sensitive to EMFs, and that traveling through different areas where that was different for you seems to have affected your energy system and then made you vulnerable to infiltration because of a variety of reasons. So I'm going to go back to that vagus nerve system that I was looking at in the first place. And what I'm feeling is that if you could see either your naturopathic doctor or a cranial sacral expert or a Feldenkrais expert to help relax your vagus nerve system, and also get treated for EMF and find different tools that you can use to protect yourself from it, I think that would bring you a long way out of feeling anxiety and panic attacks. So I trust that will be helpful for you, and if not, I do welcome you to schedule an appointment with me if you need to go further in exploring things, okay?
Okay, cranial sacral would be an option then.
Yes, and I would. Yes, absolutely, and I tell them specifically that you'd like that vagus nerve to be relaxed.
And
okay.
Then the only thing I don't understand is the EMF. What kind of a practitioner would work with EMF?
I would ask your naturopathic doctor because I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for the call.
Okay. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the call. We're going to go to Dennis from somewhere in Montana. Dennis, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Yeah, Robin, I want to know if Mark trying to help me get my house back.
So you've lost your home and you'd like to try to get your home back?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know the entire circumstances, and probably I don't need to in the way that I work. What I'm going to do is look at the overlighting diva of your home and pan in the nature spirits at your home and see if they are appropriate to help get you back into that place. And I feel like they're not. Perhaps you never changed them out when you moved into that home. So let's ask if they're yeah, they're already leaving. So let's call in the overlighting diva of your home and your property and pan in the nature spirits who are welcoming you. Yeah, there it is right there. I just felt the energy shift. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else that I need to do because they're already collaborating with you. Actually, there's some other beings coming in addition to the nature spirits. They're beings called Octurans. And the Octurans are fifth dimensional brothers and sisters in the cosmic realm, and they are here to help you create the age of Aquarius in you and in your property so that you can vibrate in the essence of communication, collaboration, and community. So good luck. I feel very, very good energy around you and your home, and I'm actually seeing a new overlighting diva coming in for that area to help lift that whole area up. So thank you very much for your call, Dennis.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thanks, Dennis. And if you want to talk to the mystic Robin Alexis, give us a call now, toll free, 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 373-5527. We will be back after these messages. This is Mystic Radio.
Are the events of your life or the events of the world getting you down or off balance? Successful and conscious people recognize when their energy is off kilter. Busy parents and professionals can't afford to mismanage their energy. When you feel something is not right, schedule a one-on-one personal phone session with Rob and Alexis immediately. When you realize you're out of balance and things are not going well. In a testimonial, one person said, "In my personal experience with Robin, she has brought peace of mind to my hectic life. She's like a psychic spiritual empowerment coach that I can rely on, who helps me reset my stamina in 1 hour." Call Bob now at 530-859-2499 and schedule your private one-on-one phone session with Rob and Alexis. If it's more convenient, purchase your session at the Mystic Store on robinalexis.com. That's the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com or call 530-859-2499. Let the metaphysical mother, Robin Alexis, help you keep it together in this unsettling world.
What are you doing right now? Instead of mindlessly scrolling your Facebook feed to see what some old ex is up to and then getting upset about it, or imagining a revenge fantasy because you feel rejected, make a different choice. You are personally invited by Robin Alexis to visit her website, robinalexis.com. When you accept her invitation, you will feel like you're on Robin's playground. You can choose to play with her 3 free Reiki healing portals and receive powerful healings right through your computer or mobile device. You can read and download Robin's 2 ebooks, Raising Humanity, in which she channels information from our beloved apostle Mary Magdalene and how to raise consciousness, and Robin's Song, a book about her life and how she got out of her doldrums. These books can be found under the tab Meet Robin Alexis on robinalexis.com. You can listen at your leisure to archives of Mystic Radio on Robin's YouTube channel. You can learn all about her monthly worldwide full moon meditations. What are you waiting for? Come play on Robin's metaphysical website playground at robinalexis.com. Your invitation is waiting. That's robinalexis.com. Let go of looking in the rearview mirror of your life and put your big girl pants on. Let yourself sing a song of gratitude and joy with Robin at robinalexis.com. You will feel her love and acceptance of you.
Find our app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and take us with you wherever you go. Alternative Talk, AM 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. If it is Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio, and we are from Mystical Mount Shasta.
And if you would like to have a one-on-one phone session with me, which I hope you do, you can book online at robinalexis.com in the Mystic Store, or you can just call Bob directly. That would be 530-859-2499, and he'll get you booked in. And I'm moving to a more selective processing of offering one-on-ones, so you need to think ahead about wanting one. A lot of times people will call and go, "Oh, I'm in a panic, I need a reading right now." You know what? I don't respond to panic. I have to be in rhythm and harmony. I go really, really deep. So I'm the type of practitioner, if you want to work with me, it needs to be a thoughtful, contemplative thing for you, and you're ready to go really deep and have a very, very powerful session. As you can hear when I give readings on the air for that just last a few minutes, people can have experiences that will direct them to change their lives. And I am going to talk a little bit about Dennis, how for whatever reason Dennis is out of his home and wanting to get back in. We don't realize that we have team players in the invisible realm, and I like to call them the neighborhood watch. That there are angels and overlighting divas and nature spirits, you know, elves and fairies, all kinds of beings, our guides and guardian angels, our masters and ascended masters, who we can call upon and delegate to help us create the life experience that we want. And so if you're living in a neighborhood where, say, next door there was a robbery, and you're like, oh, that's too bad for that person, but it's also an energy now in the neighborhood, you might want to go into prayer and ask that if the neighborhood watch overlighting diva of a neighborhood, does it need help? Does it need to be shifted out? There are things that we can do besides locking our doors or getting an attitude or building a wall. We can call in different beings of light and love to assist us to create a different experience. And so I just wanted to put that out there, that let's not forget that these beings are there and they're ready, willing, and able to be of service to us. And
that's it. Should we get back to some calls?
Yeah, I could go on, but yeah, that's a good idea. I'm in a talkative mood.
Well, that's good. It's good for your clients on the radio here. So if you do have a call, if you do have a question for Robin, give us a call now. The toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We are going to go to Brittany from Shoreline, Washington. Brittany, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. Brittany, you're on with Robin.
Hi, Robin.
How may I serve you?
It seems like a lot of people are breaking up lately, and I was just wondering what Spirit has in store for my relationship with my twin flame.
Well, that's a very loaded question. So the first thing we're going to do is drop back into what you can control. Other people's relationships, there's nothing you can do about that. What you can do is not look at that and panic about your own and then bring that into the stream of consciousness of you or your relationships, but just observe it and not absorb it. So when you come into your own being and your own body, your own grace, do you feel that there's any issue coming up between you and your partner to potentially create a full-on breakup?
No.
Okay. So
everything's going well.
Yeah, for the most part. A near dear spiritual friend of mine, she recently said that Spirit wasn't, the energy wasn't there to support a relationship for too much longer.
So did you believe when you heard that? What did your body feel?
Half and half. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not too. Yeah.
All right. So some aspect of that information rang true, but then the other part didn't. The part of you that felt revolted or I got to hold that back before I take that one in. How did that feel in your body when your discernment went bing, bing, bing? What did you feel?
Like I've needed just more space, maybe to grow individually, and so I've been feeling kind of like maybe we should break up, but then like we have so much like past life history and
let me just stop you right there. What I hear you saying is you would like to redefine the blueprint of the relationship. And that is what Bob and I do for the past 18 years. The blueprint that we started out with in the beginning of our relationship, we didn't know what we were doing. It just came. And then at different phases of our relationship, when we realized we still did want to work on it, both of us, we would then sit down and we would acknowledge that there were parts of the relationship that weren't working. And instead of just divorcing each other altogether, we looked at the parts that weren't working. We created new strategy of what would work. Like in your example, you just said you need some more space, which is actually one of the things that we discussed and worked on for me years ago. And so you can sit down with your partner and say, I'm really happy with you, but there's a few things I'd like to shift around and renegotiate. Then once you get it understood what the communication is, what Bob and I did is we did it by ourselves, but we just stood up, we took our wedding rings off, and we said we are energetically divorcing ourselves from the old etheric blueprint of our marriage, And then we remarried, and we bathed our rings in some really nice ways, and then we put the rings back on each other, and then we tried that blueprint, and then if that one didn't work, we created another one. So we didn't like just jump to divorce if something didn't work. We acknowledged what wasn't working, negotiated it, and then got back on the saddle again.
And let me jump in here a second. We have a what do we call it? The heart-to-heart, is it?
Yes.
It is a, what is it?
It's a communication system that is a brilliant way of communicating about anything, but especially difficult issues.
And if you want this, it's a one page. It tells you how to do it. We use it. We follow it. We don't do it as religiously as we should, so things build up, and then we have to have the heart to heart. And if you have them on a regular basis, you kind of clean that stuff up. The longer you go, the more stuff that needs to be cleaned up. But if you email me at bob@robinalexis.com, you or anybody out there, I will send you this prayer that we use, this session that gets us through it, tells you how to do it. It's one page. It's not hard. What's hard is digging around your own stuff. Following this will help you do that, and that will help your relationship. It certainly helped ours.
And so it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can be you are able to access the universe of manifestation, and you can use that energy to uncreate what doesn't work for you and then create for you what does work for you within yourself, in any relationship that you have. And if your partner isn't willing to sit down and talk about this, well, then you got to think even further. If you can't talk to shapeshift something, then you really got a problem. And I'm not saying you're not going to get emotional or mad or slam doors or whatever anybody does, but you still find a way to get through it. And then you try it on for a while. Think about even clothes you've worn in your life that you've really loved, but then at some point you were like, yeah, gosh, I got to get rid of that thing. It's kind of like that with the clothing of an etheric blueprint around being in a couple, you know?
Yeah.
You can throw out the old.
And you know what? You may also be picking up, I mean, look where we are in the country. Everybody's angry. Half the country is angry at the other half. I mean, that's to make it really simple. And you may be
There's so
picking
many
up
couples struggling right now too.
Well, it kind of starts at the top. We're all dealing with this struggle. People are getting rid of their relationships when they shouldn't, and they should be talking and see if they can work it out. It's really easy to get out of marriages, divorces, relationships. Really easy, just to leave.
That's the easy way out.
It is the easy way out, and you have to have two people that are willing to work in it. And if you don't, if one does and one doesn't, then you got a problem. But look what's going on. You're picking up the energy of the country. Everybody's angry, and we're not communicating properly or well to each other, and we're not listening to each other. And that's what this prayer, this heart-to-heart prayer and session that we do, it helps you communicate.
Yeah, so please email Bob for that heart-to-heart technique. See if you and your twin flame can sit down and have a good conversation, and then decide, how do you want to create your relationship as you move forward. So, and
Thank you.
there is a lot going on in the world today. And just before the show, I said to Bob, we need to have another heart-to-heart, because when the outside world starts influencing the peace and the sanctity of your own home or your own relationships with the people you're living with, you got to pause. You got to create the space to communicate and go, okay, we got to do this differently, because we all deserve to be heard. And who's listening? We have to listen to each other. So thank you for your call.
A lot of that's going on in the country too. People are women are not being heard right now, and that is a certain anguish that the country is going through. Women are trying to be heard. There are people that don't want to hear them. So it's a microcosm of what's going on in our own lives.
And this is may seem a little off subject, but it really isn't. In the past couple of weeks, with all of this conversation around women coming forward and telling their stories, I have gotten phone calls from men who have had readings with me where they're coming forward and talking about sex abuse they have had as young boys. And so I just want to put it out there that this unveiling of experiences that we've all been suffering with, that now we're pulling that out of the etheric blueprint of what is no longer acceptable. In the future, no one, boy, girl, anyone, you don't have to suffer in silence and just take being abused and then have it come up 40 years later where you go, wow, why didn't I ever talk about that? Let's just heal the etheric blueprint of society, one person at a time, whether you're male or female. Let's talk. Let's love each other.
Thanks for the call. And if you have a metaphysical question for the mystic Robin Alexis and you want to talk to her, give us a call now, toll free, 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We will be back after these messages. This is Mystic Radio.
Would you like a private psychic as an advocate? In your life right now, during these vulnerable times, wouldn't it be nice to have someone you could speak with that would help you rebalance your energy? You would be surprised how many busy, conscious parents and professionals can't afford to mismanage their energy. They have to have someone help them. These people recognize when their energy is off kilter, and if they're calling me, they trust me to assist them. One of my clients says that I bring her peace of mind to her hectic life, and that she feels like I'm a personal, psychic, spiritual empowerment coach that she can rely on. Would you like a hand up? I'm here to serve you. You call Bob at 530-859-2499 and schedule your one-on-one phone session with me that way, or for your convenience, you can visit the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com. That's robinalexis.com. Visit the Mystic Store or call Bob 530-859-2499 and let me help you get strong to be you and take care of all your responsibilities. Lean on me. Let me serve you.
Are you waiting for the government to save planet Earth for you? You can start saving the planet and yourself by committing to chemical-free living. Have you figured out that buying organic foods and products are a better investment than getting sick from poison, pesticide-infested foods and products that cause you to lose time, energy, and money, and maybe even your life? We are all responsible for saving the planet, and by choosing a chemical-free lifestyle, we can obtain that goal. Think about it. If the answer is yes, join Robin Alexis and Bob Bordenero in their Young Living way of life. Young Living is a worldwide company creating a Save the Planet movement with their chemical-free organic products that come from their own organic farms around the world. They have organic essential oils, naturally derived skincare and makeup, and baby-safe essential oils free from harmful ingredients. All natural, non-toxic pet products and natural effective alternatives to traditional cleaning products. They even have naturally derived vegan sunscreen. To learn more about this cleaner and healthier way of life, go to the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com. That's robinalexis.com and click on the Young Living link. Find out why millions of people around the world are using Young Living products. Choose health for you, your family, and Mother Earth now. And there's even a way for you to make some extra money if you like the products. And maybe a way for you to change careers too, if that interests you. Visit the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com. That's robinalexis.com and click on the Young Living link. Join Robin Alexis and Bob Bordenero to see how you can make a difference in your world and begin to join the movement to save Mother Earth. It's up to each and every one of us.
Wondering what's on next on Alternative Talk 1150? Check out 1150kknw.com.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it's Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio.
And if you would like a personal one-on-one phone session with me, you can go to robinalexis.com and you can book your session right there. And while you're in the Mystic Store, you can visit the Robin Alexis Young Living product line. One of the products that really stands out to me after using this line for over a year and a half is the toothpaste. I was having some problems starting with my mouth. And I guess that can happen when you get a little older. But anyway, I use the Thieves toothpaste, and my dentist and hygienist are so impressed with the change in my mouth that they're starting to use the toothpaste. So I would really encourage you, if you don't want to try anything else, go to that link and just get yourself some toothpaste. If you're having any periodontal issues or cavities or dry mouth, check it out. Thieves toothpaste in the Mystic store by clicking Robin Alexis Young Living link.
Do you want to get back to some calls?
Yes, please.
We have some people waiting. We have
good.
Kathy from Kent, Washington. Kathy, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. Okay, well, I'm going to give the phone number one more time. And let's see, the phone number toll-free, 888-298-5569. If you want to talk to Robin, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. And I'll say we'll go to Joanna. Joanna from Seattle. Joanna, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Thank you very much. I have a question. For years, I've had a sensation as I'm drifting off to sleep as being tucked in over the covers very lightly. And at first, I'm a little fearful of that. And then I get a beautiful, warm sensation on my cheek, like I'm almost going to get a kiss, but it's more of a breath on my cheek. And I have an idea as to who this might be, but I was hoping to get what energy you might be picking up.
Wow, what a beautiful experience. And let me see if, first of all, I'm just going to check in with your resonance of who you think it is. And that, maybe it's the same person, but to me it feels like there's almost more of a collective of different ones. You come and take turns in tucking you in. My feeling is that there's different angels, although there's also a spirit on the other side, maybe a grandmother, someone like that, but that with that person is a team of angels. And depending on like what night or the moon cycle, it appears to me that there are different beings who are relaxing with you, but also sort of taking you on a journey. To me, it looks like you go to school in the dream time, or you go to a place of rejuvenation. The image that I'm seeing is that part of your spirit goes to the center of a crystal, and the crystal is, well, they're showing me it. They're saying the crystal is inside of the city of Shambhala, which is a city inside of the inner earth. And it looks like when you go in there, it's a clear quartz crystal, and it looks like it's standing up and it's egg-shaped. And when you go inside, you seem to go to the same spot, or predominantly the same spot, which is kind of just where the doorway is where you go in to the left. And then within there, I see that there are different beings who are attending to you. My guidance is that you carry a lot of information from the city of Shambhala, that you are an energy keeper. You have DNA in you that carries the records and the memories of the city of Shambhala. And for you to remember them, you go back in the dream time and just have these different beings who very tenderly not only tend to you, but tend to the records that you are a record keeper of. What's your experience with all of that?
Well, grandmother was my first. And then I just felt it was a spirit guide, although I was not getting a name with a spirit guide. But it was, I resonate with what you're saying.
Well, I don't know a lot about the city of Shambhala, but what I understand is that it's a city where it has to do with the twin flame energy, that it's ascended people and couples and energy systems, and for you to be a record keeper of that kind of overlighting diva egg, I don't know what to call it, but it's like a huge crystal. I don't think, or maybe I'll reframe this, I have never heard of anyone who's doing what I just channeled that you are doing. And for me to get a completely new read on something is always fascinating to me.
Absolutely.
Because if you're going in there, who else is going in there and remembering? And wow, I feel all this love all of a sudden on my own upper arms. I wonder, oh, I feel so good. Wow, that feels so yummy. Woo! Thank you, grandmother. Thank you, Joanna.
Hey, Joanna, you're very lucky to be able to go to bed every night like that. I mean, that's a great experience. Well, it is. I mean, a lot of people are going to bed with a lot of anxieties these days. So for you to be kissed by an angel or a spirit,
every night.
Wow, that is really cool. Congratulations. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right. Thank you both very much.
You're welcome.
Shambhala blessings.
We're going to go to Gina from Whidbey Island, beautiful Whidbey Island in the state of Washington. Gina, welcome to Mystic Radio. We are in Mount Shasta, California. You are on with Robin.
Hi.
Hi. How can we serve you today?
So I just got kind of tipped off by a friend to call in. My dog has been really sick. And so, just for the past few days, but I've always kind of sensed that there was something kind of underlying going on with her. She has a lot of skin stuff, and so I just wanted to get your input on that, or your kind of sense about that.
What's your dog's name? I'm sorry?
Dora.
Dora. Okay. So let me feel well, first of all, Dora's showing me that not all of her dog spirit is in her dog body. And when I look at the dog body, it appears to me that there's a different energy that's kind of overtaken her. And the feeling that I'm getting, actually it feels like there's more than one entity, not necessarily entity, but maybe ghosts of other dogs that have gone into your dog. And so I'm speaking with Dora's higher self, and she's showing me the situation and how it's affecting her. And she is indicating that she does want to get back into that body. And so I'm asking, okay, what she's saying is that some of these were litter mates that either died in utero or didn't make it shortly after, or maybe they've transitioned before her, that there's a way that she had a hole or an opening to having these other spirits in her. And she's asking me for help to help those animal spirits be able to move over into the rainbow bridge of vibration. And part of the problem is when I see them, then I see the obstacle energy that's hosting off the spirits that are dislocated in your dog's body. So the first thing we got to do is clear that energy out, and then get to the spirits of the animals, and then see if we can get Dora back into her body. So I'm looking at these entities or other ghosts, whatever the heck they are in here, and seeing if I can find a way to get them to move along. I guess I can hear some bowls being played, crystal bowls, Tibetan bowls, maybe the gong would help here, and just see if we can move those. There they go. Wow, those are really strange looking things. They remind me of zombies or The Walking Dead, and I don't watch those shows, they drive me crazy, but even if you see a commercial, that's what I'm seeing walking away from these little baby animal spirits or lost soul animal spirits. And so here we go. Now I can find, there's St. Francis of Assisi. He's coming, there they go. He's starting to help them move over into the Rainbow Bridge area. So your poor little Dora, she's been quite possessed here. I feel like those dark spirits that were attached to the animal spirits that were in her felt like they had some right to have access to the animal spirits because they used to use them in some sort of sorcery type of practice. And so I'm actually calling in Mother, Father, God to clear this whole energy system out, not just through Dora, but if wherever this frequency is, let's pull this puppy out, pull this etheric blueprint out of out of this situation with
pull
our
the puppy.
No, there we go. There we go. It's clearing now. And what Dora is telling me is that this isn't just happening to her, that we may notice that many of the animals are agitated or getting diarrhea or having really grumbly, growling tummies. Maybe they're uncomfortable, and that's because what's happening is some of the deceased animal spirits are starting to come up. They're being released as these veils are thinning, and then these other things are hosting on them, and then it's such a mess. Anyway, I can feel the whole matrix of that being uncreated, and I'm watching the shifting. There it is, right there. Now I can feel Dora moving back into her body. Oh, Dora, thank you for telling us all that. We had no idea. We had to look out so intensely. Mother, Father, God, we command this healing, past, present, parallel, future, throughout all time, space, and beyond, 7 generations back and 7 generations forward, for all forms of life, all animals, and all forms of life. There we go. How does that feel to you, Gina?
Thank you. She's definitely paying attention.
Oh, thank you, Dora. We love you. You're a dog warrior. Mwah. Thank you for the call.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, Gina. Boy, she felt a lot better after the call. You could hear a difference in her voice.
Well, it's making me realize that even our own cats in the past couple of days have been acting kind of peculiar. And I'm just realizing that maybe we need to pay more attention to what they're picking up on and see if we can do some prayers. It's I've been very distracted. I stepped on a splinter and ruined my foot.
All right,
anyway.
we got to get to Patty here from Puyallup. Patty, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You are on with Robin Alexis.
Chatty Cathy today, Patty. How may I serve you?
Oh, it's nice that you're available, and thank you for taking my call. I'm just calling to get some direction or balance, I guess. There's a lot going on in my life right now, and keeping positive is a focus, and organizing all the different things. I just had another request from somebody to do something for them, and it's added on to my list of things to do, and I'm feeling scattered, I guess.
Okay, let me jump in here before Robin picks this up, Patty. How are your boundaries with people?
Probably, I'm probably would love to do something. Trying to work on. I think I do it. Hiding is how I balance my boundaries.
Well, that might be something you want to look at. Go ahead, Robin.
Well, that's funny, Patty, because the first question I was going to ask you is, how are your boundaries?
Really, I thought I was getting control of them, but I
doesn't sound like it, Patty. This is reality. It doesn't sound like it, sweetheart.
So let's take a look at your boundaries. And first of all, what I see is past life issues presenting. You've got a reaction formation from previous incarnations or a karmic pattern of having difficulty with boundaries. So although you set them with your consciousness, in this time and space, you're constantly getting, 2 steps forward and 1 step back because you've got to clear this energy from your previous incarnations. In the previous incarnations, your boundaries would be violated no matter what you said or did. And so instead of giving up on having boundaries, then what you would do, they call this spiritual bypass, you would then start helping other people who didn't have good boundaries. Because you were like, well, I can't create boundaries for myself, maybe I can help somebody else. And so you ended up running not only your boundary issues, but everybody else's boundary issues through you. Now, in the particular situations you were in, that probably was a good choice because you weren't going to be able to get out of that situation anyway, and it made you feel better because at least you could help someone in the moment. So it's not that what you chose then wasn't necessarily the right choice in that past lifetime and other lifetimes. because it was war situations or slavery issues or whatever. But when we're running a pattern that worked in a past life that is no longer working in the present, we have to recognize that we don't want to hold that pattern anymore. We want to put it down. So when I said to you, spiritual bypass is what you were doing, spiritual bypass is when the feelings around something are so horrendous, you just can't deal with them. So you just put the feelings aside and you do something else. And again, that can be a tool. But then at some point, feelings, which are timeless, are going to bubble up and be felt. And in this lifetime, you're choosing to be very conscious. And so what comes up when we're really conscious is that which we've buried. And so the first thing I want to call in is some forgiveness for yourself, because you have been attempting to create boundaries, but when you would start to, you were running this old system that had to be looked at and blessed and healed and dissolved, and then allow you to create a different etheric blueprint in your boundaries for this time and space. As I say these words to you, what do you feel?
Emotion, and you are, I hear what you're saying, and that is, I can't seem to break away from that pattern. That's exactly what I still find myself doing.
Okay, so again, let's find...
It's the good feeling you get with the choices I make, but then there's usually somebody else that's pulling me somewhere.
Mm-hmm. What you want to do is have your own higher self be what pulls you, so that you are alert to be responsible to your own higher self only, which means your ability to respond is to your own high self. And in this case, it's to recognize that in multiple incarnations, you've used the technique called spiritual bypass to keep going, and now you're being asked to lay that down, acknowledge that you have all this backed up feeling, and allow yourself to let it be transformed. And I can feel your energy starting to shift. So you might want to have a session with me, Patty. I can really help you move through this very quickly.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
That sounds, I'm a deep case, right?
Well, you have a lot going on.
Everybody's a deep case. It doesn't matter. It's we all have this. Hey, Patty, we got to go to break, so thank you so much for the call. Give us a call, and let's get you set up for a session. I think it'd be very helpful for you.
Yeah.
This is Mystic Radio. We will be back after these messages.
Are the events of your life or the events of the world getting you down or off balance? Successful and conscious people recognize when their energy is off kilter. Busy parents and professionals can't afford to mismanage their energy. When you feel something is not right, schedule a one-on-one personal phone session with Rob and Alexis immediately. When you realize you're out of balance and things are not going well. In a testimonial, one person said, "In my personal experience with Robin, she has brought peace of mind to my hectic life. She's like a psychic spiritual empowerment coach that I can rely on, who helps me reset my stamina in 1 hour." Call Bob now at 530-859-2499 and schedule your private one-on-one phone session with Robin Alexis. If it's more convenient, purchase your session at the Mystic Store on RobinAlexis.com. That's the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. Let the metaphysical mother, Robin Alexis, help you keep it together in this unsettling world.
What are you doing right now? Instead of mindlessly scrolling your Facebook feed to see what some old ex is up to and then getting upset about it, or imagining a revenge fantasy because you feel rejected, make a different choice. You are personally invited by Robin Alexis to visit her website, RobinAlexis.com. When you accept her invitation, you will feel like you're on Robin's playground. You can choose to play with her 3 free Reiki healing portals and receive powerful healings right through your computer or mobile device. You can read and download Robin's 2 ebooks, Raising Humanity, in which she channels information from our beloved apostle Mary Magdalene and how to raise consciousness, and Robin's Song, a book about her life, and how she got out of her doldrums. These books can be found under the tab Meet Robin Alexis on RobinAlexis.com. You can listen at your leisure to archives of Mystic Radio on Robin's YouTube channel. You can learn all about her monthly worldwide full moon meditations. What are you waiting for? Come play on Robin's metaphysical website playground at RobinAlexis.com. Your invitation is waiting. That's RobinAlexis.com. Let go of looking in the rearview mirror of your life and put your big girl pants on. Let yourself sing a song of gratitude and joy with Robin at RobinAlexis.com. You will feel her love and acceptance of you.
Get inspired every hour right here on Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it is Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio. And to get in touch with Robin for one-on-one sessions, you can give us a call, 530-859-2499. Check out the website, robinalexis.com, for details. You can purchase the sessions right from there. And you can follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis. Thanks to all our wonderful callers today. You make the show what it is. And always thanks to Eric back in the studio for flying the bus for us here at Mystic Radio from Mystical Mount Shasta. We will see you right here next week, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time for more Mystic Radio and more Robin Alexis.